Back with another AD&D Toolkit tutorial video. In one of the most recent ones I did, I was showcasing a display theme for Black Dragon. We have a variety of display themes available to users. Today I think we're going to check out Blue Dragon. And the item I want to demonstrate, I'm going to use my reliable, trusty buddy Hab here. It's in regards, it's a small little detail I've added, but just showcases the convenience of using something like AD&D Toolkit. All right, so we're going to add a gemstone. Hab was out adventuring. He came across some gems. I'll actually add a few of them. So let's check gem. I'll add 3 of those bad boys, and then we'll go back to him and look in his backpack, and here's a 3 added. There was one there already. And I'm going to edit the details on one of these. Now I'm doing, this is the DM details. Hab is my character. He's also in my campaign, so I get access to the DM details. If he was my character, but I was not the DM of his campaign, or if he was not in a campaign at all, these fields would not be here. You would just see details for the item that the player is privy to. But because I am the dungeon master, I can secretly add a value to this gem that the player would not see, would not be privy to. I'm going to submit that value, and you'll see what it does. So here's the 600 gold piece value that I gave it. Now the player will not see that. They'll still see 1 gold piece like all these other gems are by default when they're added. But what the player will see is this description here. So once I apply a value to a gemstone as the dungeon master, it references the tables in the DMG for 1E. And comes up with an appropriate size and description, and also the type of gem. Is it lapis lazuli or a diamond or an opal? The actual gemstone, again, only the DM is privy to it. And you'll see it here in the DM details, tiger eye. The player is not privy to that. The player just gets the description, a visual description of it, the size and what it looks like. So if they're familiar with these descriptions and familiar with gemstones, they can gauge an approximate value to something. For instance, this is clearly not a citrine, and so maybe they'll know, especially because a tiger eye is a very distinctive type of stone. So this type of description might cue them into the fact that it's a more precious stone, and just by the mere fact that it's huge is going to give it, of course, exceptional value. And so they'll know this is a more valuable stone. By having this system built in here, I, as the dungeon master, don't have to, every time I want to add a gem in my session, I don't have to have all of these details and figure them out according, or keep them in line with the gold piece value. All I need to know is how much do I want this gem to be worth. Type that in, and this is all auto-generated for me then. Just makes things a lot easier on the Dungeon Master, and gives the players more detail, more immersiveness into their gameplay, where again, they can just read the description and kind of gauge a general value for it. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. And I do plan on doing that sort of a system, that randomized system, with a couple of other items in the game. Next will probably be jewelry, because there is a table for that as well in the Dungeon Master's Guide. So keep an eye out for that.